Okay, welcome. I think it's the 11th of February 2022. Chakras. Here we are, what we got so far. Now, Chakra Qigong, which is over here, will strengthen, balance and enlarge the chakras. So will the tiger form. The tiger form, or kata, has got some movements from Sanshin kata, but can be done very, very slowly, like Tai Chi forms, Qigong forms. So you don't have to be a black belt, take your shirt off and do all the dynamic tension stuff to get the benefits for the chakras. You can do that if you want, because then you get best of both worlds. Excuse me. Once the chakras are strengthened, we then want to raise the frequency so they can do their specific jobs. We can raise the frequency by using the seed chants. You get them off the internet, Ram Lam and all that. There is a universal one, I'm looking into that. I've got some movements we can do, physical movements that we can do to raise the frequency of the chakras if you don't want to chant, which people probably won't want to do in a bigger class environment or a martial arts class environment. I've had no problem with my guys because most of the classes are one-to-one, so we just get on with it. You can also use breathing techniques to raise the frequency of the individual chakras, so that's cake as well, and they're very efficient. They're just as efficient as doing the chant, so it's all good. So we've got 3 ways of raising the frequency. We've got 2 ways of opening and strengthening the chakras. That's not including yoga, so that's 3 again. And then you've got Tibetan yoga, so that's obviously going to be a good one. So what do these things do once you get them cooking? Root chakra. When it's strong enough and at the right frequency, it will run the energy through the Meridian system. And when we do that, as we've seen with the 6 element Qigong, it will give you great static strength. It will give you the ability to root, to make yourself heavier and stable. It will increase speed. It'll give resistance to pressure points, joint locks, and loads of other stuff like healing, health, longevity. So that's all good. This energy, as far as I can tell, cannot be stored. So if for any reason there's a problem with the root chakra, all that's gone. So if you're in a location that's incredibly negative, maybe that'll mess it up. Electromagnetic fields of a certain frequency strength might mess it up. An X-ray machine, I don't know, something might mess it up. Misalignment of the spine might mess it up. The scanners at airports might mess it up. So we still need the 6 element Qigong because we can store that. Very simple exercises. We can store it first in the dantian, the lower energy belly, and then in the bones. So if you do enough of that, and if you do it slow with the breathing, it's going to be good for the vagus nerve stimulation, it's going to be good for the parasympathetic nervous system, the immune system, health, proprioceptors, balance, big bundle of good stuff. So, next one, we've got the navel chakra or the sacral chakra. I believe there's 2, and I believe they're very, very similar, so that's why we don't tend to get the 2 on the same diagram. Some will say navel chakra, some will say sacral chakra. I reckon it's 2, it douses as 2, but they work the same, so it don't matter. Navel chakra will put energy, when it's strong enough at the right frequency, into the organs, the internal organs of the body. That will initially start healing and health, and then when it's strong enough it'll give protection from disruption. So in the martial arts world you can disrupt an attack. You can disrupt the pancreas very simply by pushing this down the centre line and punching. If you make an energetic punch, fist, hand, you can disrupt with the strike. So as you're striking, you're causing disruption and weakness, bang, and then the technique is said to go in. So you get protection from that. If you're hit on a pressure point, before contact, if it's the right angle and direction, you will get energetic disruption before the hit, making it weak, so you get a bigger bang for the buck. We're looking at protection from that, from the root chakra. Okay, so health, healing, longevity, protection from disruption, whether it be accidental or purpose. So you might fall over, you might disrupt on the way down by whatever. Okay, so going back to the root chakra, if we run in all the meridians, not just the 12 main but the extraordinary vessels, the extraordinary meridians, it will then negate yin yang. So if you short out left to right, it'll make you weak if you do a strength test. If you short out top and bottom, it'll make you weak. If you turn your head, if you misalign your foot, if you twist your body, if you're off balance. So yin yang, body misalignment, all negated from the root chakra. So we're trying to get going, but they're doing so much stuff. I wanted to put that one in before I forgot. So I need to, when I write it out, I'll need to write that on there. Yin yang, etc. Okay, so solar plexus, nervous plexus, plexus, nervous system protection. So you're protecting the nervous system. So now when you're near a magnetic, electromagnetic field, like a mains cable or some strip lights that I've got because I need them for the video, or a mobile phone, it will give you some protection. It won't weaken you. So if you're holding your phone and somebody mugs you for your phone, it'll be easy for them to take because it's weakening you. But it won't stop the heating effect of water molecules, like a microwave. When you heat food in the microwave, not that you should do, but that's how that works. So you stick a mobile phone on your head, it's going to cook your brain. So he ain't going to get away with that, but it's going to give you protection from location and probably a lot of other things that I need to work on. Heart chakra, blood, healing, protection. So anything to do with the blood, it's going to run through your system, it's going to help with healing, and it's going to give you protection from disruption. Throat chakra, this does a lot. So we took in the glands. Tibetan yoga looks at putting a vortex and associating it with the glands of the body. So this will help with the vortices, healing and protection from disruption. Also the lymphatic system for healing and protection for that. So that does lots of good stuff. Again, we can't store any of this stuff. So if the chakras are off, we ain't got it. So doing the other Qigong sets, because they're not hard to do, is a bonus. Third eye, communication. So that's your spooky stuff. You get that high frequency stuff cooking, then when you meditate, you'll get insights. You'll get to know stuff just by knowing stuff, which is sweet, which helps with intuition, dowsing and all the rest of it. Crown chakra, so we're looking at this one raising the frequency of the whole shebang, cellular frequency. We're looking at healing and protection. And all of these energies, unlike some of the 6 elements, do not give resistance to movement. So if I just got the 6 elements from doing 6 element Qigong running through the meridians, it will actually make movement harder. Very hard to notice it because you've got the extra energy. But if you've got all these energy fields, your speed will be slower. So if you're working 8 hours, you're going to be a little bit tireder. And I've noticed it really does help with that. Now if you're 16, you won't care because you've got loads of energy. Well, I did at 16, I don't know what they have today, I don't know what food they're eating. So we're looking at raising the frequency of the energy fields. So you've got a number of energy fields from the gut, so you've got at least 5 from the gut. Then you've got the pericardium, you've got the reptilian brain, so you've got these energy fields. Raising the frequency of them, again, will stop resistance to movement. So I find I can go from 1 arm push-ups to not being able to do any. The last time I tried, I did 15. That's a massive difference. Normal push-ups, running, walking, lifting, any movements are going to be a lot easier. What I was doing at one point was switching all these energy fields off and then doing something, and it was working. But you don't want to be doing, have to be doing clever stuff like that. Leave it all on, all running, but now raise the frequency via the crown chakra of every cell and energy field associated with the body. Yeah, that pretty much covers it. Thank you very much.